Yo, what's going down, everybody? It is Straight Out of Boston here, aka the King of Boston, and today we are here for episode 4 of the Miami Marlins franchise, and today we're calling up our two biggest pitching prospects in our organization, Jacob Turner and Jose Fernandez. We're also going to make one small move. We're going to sign Ryan Theriot because his contact's in the 70s, I believe, or in the high 60s, but his play vision's like a 90, so it just gives us an extra body, a guy that I can use, and as with the team in real life, the big problem with this team right now is our offense. So any help we can get would be greatly appreciated. I'm not sure if it's this episode or next episode, but Juan Pierre at some point does go down with injury. So extra bodies are always helpful. We really don't have too many guys in the minor leagues who are MLB ready. So we're kind of stuck with what we got. But until we can improve that, we're going to have to live with it. So anyway, you're going to be seeing Jose Fernandez MLB debut. We're going up against the Tampa Bay Rays, our in-state rivals, in the Battle of the Sunshine State. It should be a very good ball game. The Rays come into this game 34-20. I believe they're first place in the AL East. So it's a very good team. Battle of strength on strength right here. It's pitching versus pitching. Both of these teams, that's really their main strength. Their offenses are, well, for the Marlins, pretty piss poor. For the Rays, average on a good day, quite frankly. I mean, the Rays did not have a great offense. You can see it there. You know, only one guy hitting over 500. Evan Longoria slumping at 263. Their four-hitter, Ryan Rayburn, that's a joke. But you can see the Marlins are not that much better. You can see Ryan Theriot is getting his first start of the day. And our closest guy to 300 is Giancarlo Stanton at 299. So we'll see what we can do. Jose Fernandez on the 0-2 count to Desmond Jennings. He's going to get him looking on that. I believe it's a two-seam. I couldn't quite tell. But Jose Fernandez was really dealing it today. And like I said, you're going to see this common theme throughout almost this entire, at least first season, of pitching. Now, Evan Longoria up the 2-2 count. Longoria swings and misses on that curveball in the dirt. Brantley fields it, fires on first base, and that will retire Evan Longoria. So, I mean, you can really tell Fernandez had a dealing today. Jeff Niemann on the mound here, Donovan Solano up. He's going to end up, oh, that was a bullshit call, not going to lie. That was a terrible call. But I do have the strike zone or whatever on variable, which makes it a little bit more realistic. I think it's kind of fun to have some, like, you know, good calls, bad calls, etc. So, anyway, Niemann now pitching to Giancarlo Stanton, the 2-1. Stanton is going to hit this one to deep left field, or not really deep, but either way, the left fielder's there to retire him. I believe that's Matt Joyce. So both pitchers had to work to start the game, and you could tell hits are going to be hard to come by. Rob Brantley up here, bottom two, the 2-1 count from Niemann. And Brantley's going to take this one over the first baseman's head. And so Rob Brantley, our young, promising catcher, him and Donovan Solano were two guys that I definitely plan on keeping around. They're both like B potentials, but they both are just really solid for us, and I really think we can build around them for the future. Ryan Theriot ends up getting on first base here after the second baseman, I believe, Kelly Johnson, I want to say, end up not being able to field that one. So now we have runners on first and second. Ryan Theriot gets his, I don't know if I call that a hit, but he gets his first, I guess, appearance on base as a Miami Marlin, but Placido Polanco ends up grounding out to Longoria at third. He would fire onto second to retire the side. So, still 0-0 here. Jose Molina is up the 1-2 count. He's going to end up taking this one to deep right field. Giancarlo Stanton, not the fleetest of foot. He's going to not be able to track that one down. He will field it off the wall pretty poorly. But Jose Molina, as we know with all the Molinas, is not that fast. So he will not be able to get to third. He'll stay at second there. But the Rays nonetheless do get a base run or something that we've not seen too much all day. And a terrible play by Rob Brantley here. He ends up whiffing on the bunt attempt by Jeff Niemann, so Niemann actually gets on base. Luckily, Molina did not advance, but it airs first and second now for the top of the lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. No outs. Desmond Jennings hits this one to center field. Scott Podsednik is there. He chases that one down, but Jose Molina will be advancing to third. Podsednik with a very weak arm. Luckily, our shortstop is there to cut it off. You can see Scotty P right there. Now, Yonel Escobar up the 0-2 count. He's going to end up hitting this one right at Donovan Solano at second. So he's going to be able to catch that one, and now there's two away for the Rays franchise third baseman, Evan Longoria, and he's going to end up hitting this one past the third baseman. That's going to bring home a run. Another one will attempt to get to third. No, he'll be held at second, of course. He would have been way out, but nonetheless, a run does score, and the Rays get their first lead of the day, a 1-0 ball game. And now the 0-2 count to Ryan Rayburn. He was featured in the pregame bat in the lowly 198, and he's going to strike out swinging on that high cheese right there. So we end up exiting the top of the third inning down 1-0, and now top of the sixth inning we've advanced pretty far ahead. Jose Fernandez still dealing. It was not his fault. If we lose this game, it was not his fault. Our offense just could not get anything going. He's going to end up striking out Yonel Escobar there. Now the 0-1 to Longoria. He's going to hang a curveball, but luckily Longoria hits that straight at our left fielder, and he's going to retire him right there. So now 2 away, and you can see Jose Fernandez's stats so far today. A lot of fastballs, a little bit of everything else. Ryan Rayburn up. He's going to hit this one to the first baseman. He's going to field it and fire it on to Fernandez at first, and that will retire the side. So another great inning by Jose Fernandez, the young 20-year-old phenom who's pitched so well in real life, and he continues to pitch well here. He's still up now as Jeff Neiman's going to be able to induce the pop-up from Jose Fernandez. So that's the first out of the bottom of the 6th inning. Not much time left for the Marlins to get something going. They could use whatever they can get at this point. By the way, I did live stream this game, so I'm kind of a plug for my live streams, but you should go follow me on Twitch. I live stream there sometimes, live stream on YouTube sometimes. Kind of depends, but either way, Scott Podsednik ends up grounding that to Jose Molina. Molina, as with all the Molinas, a great fielding catcher. So he's able to retire Podsednik there. Now 2 away for Donovan Solano, our young, bright second baseman. He's going to line that one, but Evan Longoria is going to be able to range to his left and field it cleanly. So we end up exiting the 6th inning, both pitchers having stellar performances, and you can see a 6th inning recap. I like throwing these in there when they do pop up, and I believe they pop up after the end of 6th inning. So you can see 4 hits on both sides, the only difference being the Rays do have 1 run. Jose Molina with that big double and a run. Ryan Theriot 2 for 2 in his Marlins debut. And Jeff Neiman continues his dominating performance so far. But here, Giancarlo Stanton lines this one down the left field line for a base hit. As I said before, Stanton not the fleetest of foot, so he will stay at first base there. He would have been way out at second base. But we do get a base runner, and that is something we haven't had too much of today. So we'll hopefully be able to take advantage of it. So that would be it for Neiman. I apologize for not showing the clip of the new pitcher coming in. But Rob Brantley's going to hit this one into center field, and that is going to one hop in front of Desmond Jennings. We will hold our guys at first and second, but now we have 2 base runners on with no outs in the inning, and hopefully we can get something done. Now, the next batter is going to hit this one into right field for a base hit. We're going to end up waving Giancarlo around. The throw to the plate is not in time. We end up scoring our first run of the ball game, so we go on top 1-0. Great job by the meat of our lineup for 3-4-5 getting it done. Here comes Kyle Farnsworth, the guy that we mentioned possibly trading for earlier, or not earlier in the vid, but in a couple vids ago. Ryan Theriot up, he hits a base hit up the middle. That's going to score 1 run. Talk about Ryan Theriot, guys. Come on, this guy has been crazy for us today. 3 for 3, gets a go-ahead RBI in his first game after being signed. Just, it's a great performance. It was awesome. But anyway, I believe that's Freddie Sanchez. Now he's going to hit that one back in between the shortstop and the third baseman. So that's going to drive in another run. We're up 3-1 now. We've opened things up this inning. Hopefully this will be enough for our pitching to hold out. Placido Blanco up here. He's going to take that one to right field. That one is going to get down in the right center field gap. That will score 1 run. And Polanco is going to get into second with another runner getting into third. All of this done with no outs in the inning still. Now we have second and third on no down. Just, it's great to see some signs of life from our offense finally. Honestly, I mean, we had not seen anything so far. Matt Capps is going to come in for the Rays. Here, I believe Logan Morrison up. He's going to hit this one right to the shortstop, Yunel Escobar, who's solid fielding. And he's going to bring that one in for the first out of the inning as they get signed at a PlayStation Network for some reason. I remember that happening. I didn't understand why, but whatever. Scotty P up now, top of the order. He's going to hit that one to the first baseman. Although we will be out at first, that does score a run, so we extend our lead to 5-1. A 5-run inning so far. We barely can score 5 runs in a game, or in 2 games. I mean, honestly, Donovan Solano up here. He's going to end up hitting that one to the second baseman, who will field it and fire around to first for the out. So we end up going down, but not before getting 5 runs in the top, or in the bottom of the 7th inning, excuse me. So hopefully this will be enough for our pitching to come in and shut them down. Nathan Eovaldi would come in. He just got bumped from the rotation. Him and Aaron Harang will move to the bullpen with the call-ups of Jacob Turner and Jose Fernandez. You can see Eovaldi struggled in his starts earlier this year, but hopefully he can turn it around in the bullpen. However, he is not going to get a good start to his day. He's going to give a leadoff base hit to Ryan Roberts, a guy hitting 167 at the moment. Oh, that was pretty bad. Not good to give up a leadoff base hit. Now you got the top of the order up, and Desmond Jennings is going to hit this one into right field. Giancarlo Stanton's over there to field it. He's going to fire it to third. I never realized how strong of an arm Giancarlo Stanton has until I started this franchise, but I don't know, according to this game, he has a pretty strong arm. I never paid attention to his fielding much. But anyway, Yunel Escobar up now. He's going to ground it to Solano, who will fire on to second for 1, on to first, and it is in time. The 4-6-3 double play. Huge right there. Now Evan Longoria is going to hit this hanging curveball to right field, but Stanton is over there. He's going to field it cleanly, so Eovaldi gets out of the jam. Thank goodness. I mean, wow, that would have been really bad. if we had ended up losing the lead there. Now Ben Zobrist up. He's going to ground this one to our shortstop, Freddie Sanchez. Fire on to first, and that will be your ball game. So the Marlins end up taking this game, the second game of a 2-game series with the Tampa Bay Rays, 5-1. Jose Fernandez, the man of the game, the player of the game, ends up getting his first career Major League victory. Congrats to Jose Fernandez, and congrats to the Miami Marlins, who go back to 500. They are now 27-27. Pretty surprising season so far for the Marlins. Like I said, our pitching has been carrying us. Wei-Yin Chen and Miguel Gonzalez have both been great. Fernandez and Turner can hopefully give us some spark at the end of our rotation. Ricky Nolasco has also been great, a guy who's been rumored in some trades recently, but he's really stepped up his game. Nathan Eovaldi, you can see there, the man acquired in the Hanley Ramirez trade last year. He came on strong today, even though he did get off to a rough start, pitched 2 shutout innings to end the game. It was good to see out of him. Hopefully his morale isn't too low ever since, since he got kicked out of the rotation, but I'm sure he'll be fine. Jose Fernandez is your player of the game, as you can see. He ends up going 7 innings, giving up 5 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, no walks, and 8 strikeouts. Hopefully we can be seeing a lot more of this from the young right-hander. You can see the box score here. Some notable performances did come out of Ryan Theriot and Jose Fernandez on the Marlins side. And on the Tampa Bay side, Jeff Neiman and Jose Molina. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you did enjoy, and so I'm out. Peace.